So it says we're live.
Mhm.
Now I have to go on Instagram. So bear with me. But you can chat with me while we're doing this. There we go. Okay, go live.
Love computers.
Okay. So, all right. How you doing?
I'm good. I just noticed we're wearing the same watch.
Well, of course. What color's your band?
Pink.
Me too.
Pink. It's remember what was it? Wonder Twins Unite or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
oh my
Look
goodness.
at you, blonde hair girls with our elastic bands, always at the ready.
Oh, yeah, you gotta. Sometimes I'm wearing two and I don't know why.
You always have to have one. You always have to have one. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How's your day off?
I made sourdough in the morning and now I'm making sourdough pizza for dinner.
Oh, awesome. See, that's one thing I want to learn how to do because I'm gluten free. So I tried to make a sourdough starter with 00 flour, which is imported from Italy.
Mhm.
And I was having a challenge with it. I don't know if I was just not doing it right or,
So I started mine from scratch. Like
yeah, that's,
I didn't go and get someone else's starter, but
no, no,
you
that's what I'm
could.
trying to do. Yeah, I was trying to do it from scratch, but with 00 flour. And I just don't know if that was the reason why it was.
Well, it's slow and steady, and then eventually it starts to get really active.
Yeah,
And eventually it's so active that within a couple of hours it's tripled.
yeah.
It just goes bananas. And so I made it. I made the dough last night for bread this morning, made the bread, and then it was already ready to rumble in the
Yeah.
morning to start making pizza dough. So
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I'm excited. I'll try it again at some point, but it gets
yeah.
defeating after a while, you know?
My husband's like, I'm like, what do you want me to make this week? Bread or pizza? He's like, why do I have to choose? I'm like,
Yeah,
I only have 2 days off. You got to give me time. I can fit this in.
exactly.
Yeah.
All right, what should we chat about?
Um, it all depends on what questions you've been getting a lot of. I do get questions about why do we have to pay $149 and why is it in American dollars?
Yeah.
So I'm constantly telling people, well, that's the most recognized currency.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, not Canadian currency.
Mm,
Um, so yeah, it's in US dollars
yeah.
and they want to know why they have to pay it.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
don't know what you say, but that's just the process. And it allows you to get that one on one coaching call and make
Yeah.
sure that people who aren't truly interested, people will balk at that, but
Yeah.
it's refundable. You refunded.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Yeah. I was talking about that today actually, in a post that I did. And just how it's just so much information
Hmm.
to be relayed, to have it communicated so that nothing gets lost in translation,
Hmm.
so that, like, I had kind of explained it in terms of if we were to explain everything that happens in this business in our free info session, it would be 4 hours long and nobody would watch it. Like
Your
nobody.
brain would melt.
Yeah, you'd be like done after 20 minutes. And right now people can sign on to our website for the free info session and it's 20 minutes long and you get like a bunch of testimonials as well, like short
Hmm.
testimonials. So it's pretty awesome that way that we've been able to condense it. We do have obviously the live ones on Tuesday and Thursday from
Yeah.
job quitters and different people around the world talking about why it was great for them when they started their business. But so if people want to watch them, and I've had many people who like, or when's the next one, or I missed it, how can I catch the replay, so people do want to watch it. But the 149 is like, it's just a lot, the 2 hours explaining what the business is and the company partnerships and the compensation plans. And there's also a bunch more testimonials on there about
Mm-hmm.
what goes on. And it is kind of like there are a lot of people who are interested but aren't truly interested. And I think it's just to
Yeah.
get those that are truly interested in finding the next step forward.
I always encourage people to join the Facebook group
Yes.
because I find if they have a bunch of questions and they just want them answered, there's 13 of the most commonly answered questions done right there in video form by fellow business owners. And then they go, all the quick ones that come to your mind are
Exactly.
all there. And then
Exactly.
when people want the nitty gritty details, then you get a coaching call. And that's what that 149 is.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you refunded, I did not.
Yeah.
But I jumped in quickly to get my coaching call because I was like, I've got 30 days to figure out if this works for me.
Yeah.
So I want to get that coaching call really quick.
Yeah.
So I did that. Some people pay and then wait. Some people pay, refund, and
Yeah.
never do their coaching call. I think
No,
it's important. Like,
exactly. Well, and they might not like it when they see it, and that's fine. And that's what makes this business legitimate. It's not just, that we are, like in Canada, paid from Scotiabank, like one of the big banks in Canada. We get a T4.
mhm.
Um, the government would not allow a business to give out a T4 if they were not legitimate. You're just not allowed to do that. We have to
So,
pay taxes on our commissions. Um,
but you
so
can write off your investments.
you can write off
You
your
can write off
investment,
your cell phone. You can write off your
your
Wi-Fi, anything that you
internet,
use to run the business.
go out for to the restaurant, and you're doing your work, write that off.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, like
Wait,
just
you go out to restaurants?
certainly do. Breakfast ones.
My husband is such a good cook that there's times we go out to restaurants. Sorry, I'm off track. But we go out to restaurants and we look at each other. I'm like, you could have made this yummier for cheaper,
Oh,
right? I'm so frugal that
yeah.
I'm like, his food is so good.
I
Anyways,
know.
I digress.
Yeah, yeah.
Like homemade pizza tonight is going to be primo
Oh, I
compared to,
don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. I do like to cook. I prefer probably to stay in mostly, especially in the winter time. I mean, I don't want to go out after it's dark.
yeah.
Hmm.
Sorry, I was pointing outside. It is howling. I don't know where it is where you are, but it is
Oh,
howling wind here.
it is windy, not as windy yet, but yeah, we're expecting some snow. So,
What other questions do people pop at you all the time?
um, just trying to think. Oh, about being on social media. I think that one, can kind of scare people. So in terms of like we have a bunch of options for people to do it more faceless. Like you can do Pinterest and you can do LinkedIn and you can do what's another one? Kijiji does stuff, doesn't it?
Yes.
And but even if you do decide and you want to be on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, you can use pictures or videos that don't involve you.
Mhm.
You advertise, you don't have to advertise in any areas where you have family members. Nobody has to know.
Nobody has to know.
So it's and it's surprising. Like before I started this, I was not one to post on social media. Like you
No.
maybe find one post every, I don't know, 6 months if you're lucky from me. So,
Really?
oh yeah, like I just didn't post stuff. Not very good at taking pictures, or I wasn't. I'm much better at it now, but
Well,
yeah,
being a photographer, I really love social media. Okay, that's a lie. I didn't like it first off, but I loved Instagram. And then I got put onto Facebook by my company. I used to be a photojournalist with the Toronto Star,
yeah,
and they put us all onto Facebook, and I fought it. And now I love it because I can see family from all over,
yeah,
friends from all over the world. So,
yeah.
you know,
And that's why a lot of people have social media, is to keep in touch with family that they're
mhm,
not anywhere near, or see what's going on, or how are the nieces and nephews doing, like
exactly.
that you don't hear from. So yeah,
Mhm,
it's different. But that's another question, I would think. Yeah, for sure.
mhm.
I know it's a lot to take in, and Like, I mean, we have that bonus offer that's still going on until the end of the month. So depending on your investment, you can um, earn up to $3,000 back.
right
It's
off the bat.
crazy. Like, and I mean, I've only been in the business for just over a year, but I have not seen any type of promotional offer like that
I
before.
wish they were doing that when we joined.
Yeah.
Where was that?
I
Because
know.
the woman just that I am mentoring right now, she'll get I think $2,000 or something like that.
Yeah. I know. It's pretty awesome, right?
Who does that?
I know.
That's
I know.
exciting.
I know. It's exciting. It's exciting.
Mhm.
Yeah. So anyway, um, I know there's a lot of people out there that are obviously like in our the one free Facebook group that we have. Crazy cat, sorry. Um, what was I going to say? I've just lost my thought.
Our Facebook group that we have.
Yeah, learn to earn.
Hmm.
But I had a thought and I've lost it.
It's gone.
It's gone though. It's Monday.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, I have to go pull my pizza dough anyways. I
yeah.
will send you my sourdough recipe. How's that?
Yeah, okay. That would be good.
I don't know what the rules are, like how yeast grows. Like maybe there's not enough.
Well, and it's see the thing is that like because it's double zero flour, it doesn't have the protein gluten in it. And like we do have in North America, which we started adding all those many years ago because we felt the need for it. And it was a great invention at the time, but it's caused a lot of illness in a lot of people. And so, but when I've traveled to Europe, I've been able to eat the flour, the breads and the pastas and all that.
Really?
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not celiac, so it's not that kind of dietary. I would never suggest a celiac to ever do anything like that. It's completely different because there
Mm.
is still parts per million of gluten in even double zero flour, but not enough for me. So, but anyway, I will go at it again at some point. I was doing really well one day, and then I accidentally was doing my changeover, my take out half and add half, and I put it on top of my stove, and the oven was on, and so it was warm enough that I think it just killed it. And I was doing so well.
Well, it needs to be in a warm environment.
It does, yes. And so I was kind of keeping it in the kitchen anyway, but
Want to know where I started it in the winter, and the
yeah.
warmest room in our house is our mud room. It's kind
Okay.
of narrow. There's, the furnace fan and whatever, and I would put it up there with our mitts and our hats and our gloves, and it would
Okay.
rise and fall. My
That's
kitchen
funny.
is on a window, so it has a
Oh,
cold
okay.
wall, so it
Yeah.
would be more stagnant. But yeah, our mud.
I'll maybe have to figure out what
Don't
the
tell
warmest
anybody.
part is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
because
likes to be warm.
it doesn't like to be dark though, does it?
I don't think that matters. It just yeast grows in a warm environment.
Okay, just because actually they've said you can kind of stick it in your oven when it's not on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a
I have
pan.
a bread proofer. Like I got so into sourdough that I have a bread proofer now.
Oh,
But I still leave it just on the kitchen counter and I proof it so it maintains a certain temperature. I think I have it at 74 right now.
yeah.
Um, and but yeah, when it's growing, I just leave it on the counter. And it just takes a while to get that natural yeast going.
Yeah.
And then eventually you feed it, every day. And then if I'm going away, I just feed it, stick it in the fridge. It'll even grow slowly in the fridge.
Okay, well send me your recipe because I just need to know parts. I even bought a scale, so
Oh yeah, we use our scale all the time.
yeah. So,
All right. Well,
all
let me
right
go.
then.
It's good to see you, Julie.
Yeah, good to see you. Bye.
Bye.